Good afternoon. My name is Nicholas Eldridge, and I am the owner of Majestic Mountain Quality Knives. The business model involves buying only the finest materials in making our knives. We buy the highest quality steel, and we specially treat the wood for hardness and a beautiful shine. We only use premier grade leather to make our sheaths. All the knives are purchased, but then the handles are glued and finished by hand. The sheaths are hand cut, hand stamped, and can be hand sewn, but I sent these ones off to be sewn just for convenience. The market is unique because it consists mostly of hunters who use these knives to clean animals. However, there is a possibility to move into the kitchen cutlery and even silverware. I was able to sell every one of my knives and make a profit on each. Each knife turned out beautifully, and I have actually received two requests to build knives for people in the coming months. I had trouble contacting one of my clients after I had already built his knife for him. In the end, I was able to get payment for my product. I had issues organizing my time. I didn't realize how much of a time commitment this was going to be. I dumped over 45 hours into building these knives. And when I went to sell them on Facebook, I didn't realize that Facebook had a no weapons policy on their marketplace. As you can see here, I have the numbers for each of the three knives that I sold. In the red is the cost it took me to buy them, but I was able to double what I paid for them when I sold them, and I ended up making a total profit of $140. If I had the chance to do it over, I would manage my time better. I found that I wanted to work on my knives when I should have been doing homework, and there were times where I needed to work on homework, but I had to work on my knives instead. I would have finished my knives earlier and sold them to the customers because I found that I was getting closer to the end of the semester. I would have found other ways to market my product because, as we have seen, Facebook does not allow the selling of weapons. In the future of my company, I don't know if I will make this a full time job because I do it mostly as a hobby. However, I am always open to selling my knives to people. I do plan on moving into the higher end of handmade knives by buying higher quality materials. A knife such as this, but with a Damascus blade, can sell for about $200. I think I would also expand the scope of where I sell my knives to places outside of Idaho, such as Montana and Wyoming, because there are avid hunters in those places as well. And if I did turn this into a full time job, I would hire employees and train them to build the knives like this so that we could have more products to sell to our customers. If I had more time, I would treat this as a full time job and put the time in each week to make a wonderful product. I have looked at buying a website and therefore expanding my audience to all over the United States. I think that I would stay within the United States with my product, but the option is available to expand even further. I would turn this into a production line by having several knives in each section of the production process, and in the end, have more knives to sell at the end of each day. By optimizing our product, we would buy blades that were easy to assemble and cut down on the time and the cost of having to sublet out some of our work. For example, buying a sewing machine and not having to send out the sheaths to other people. I could sew them in my own shop. Please consider investing in Majestic Mountain quality knives. Our product will do very well among the avid hunters, anglers, and even chefs. I believe this is an untapped market in high quality knives. There are many companies that make knives, but I would hardly call them beautiful. Our knives are beautiful and functional. If you were to invest in this company, I know that we would see growth and endless opportunities for innovation and expansion. I do hope you'll consider supporting us, and thank you for your time.